Welcome to Torah Anytime, Daily Zohar. Friday. Rabbi Abba, and there are those who say that it was actually Rabbi Himnuna, the elder, Rabbi Himnuna Zaken. כשהיה יושב בסעודה של שבת, when he used to sit down for the Shabbat meal, היה שמח בכל אחת ואחת. He would rejoice in every single meal that he said on Shabbat. והיה אומר, and he used to say, זוהי הסעודה, this is the meal of holiness. This is the meal of what we call Atika Kadisha, the ancient holy, which is without getting too much into now, it is a Kabbalistic term that refers to, let's call it the upper three Sferot. According to the Ari, every Seudah on Shabbat gets a different attribute to it, and we dedicate that Seudah to that attribute. Whether it's going to be Chakal Tapuchin Chadishin, which refers to the Shechina, which refers to Malchut, the Sfera of Malchut, which is on Friday, Atika Kadisha, which refers to the three upper Sferot, which is the Seudah of the day meal, and Seudah of Ze'er Ampin, which is Seudah Shlishit of Shabbat. So every time he used to sit down on that meal, he used to say, "Oh, this is Seudah, the Atika Kadisha, Setima de Kula," which is hidden out of all. And the other meals he used to say, "This is Seudah of the Kucha Brichu, of Hakadosh Baruch Hu." In other words, V'chen b'chol Seudah v'Seudah. And so he used to say in every meal, U'cheishlima Seudot. And when he finished eating the meals, he said, Nishlemu as-Seudot shel ha'emunah. He used to say something, these are the meals of belief, which is quite curious what emunah has to do with belief, and we'll see. Rabbi Shimon, when Rabbi Shimon used to come to the Shabbat meals, he used to say the following: prepare the meal of superior belief, of divine belief. Prepare the meal for the king. And he would sit down and he would rejoice. And when he finished the Seudah Shlishit, the last meal, they would announce on him, Az titanag al Hashem, then you're going to derive pleasure from Hashem, V'irkavticha b'matei haaretz, and I would establish you on the land, V'echalticha nachalat Yaakov avicha, and I would feed you the inheritance of Yaakov, your forefather. So what is Seudat HaEmunah? Unlike every other meal that we eat during the week, when Shabbat comes, by not working, by keeping the Shabbat, extending from doing work, and having the meal on the table, we show true belief that everything comes from above. Because the natural inclination of a person is, I have to do it, because if I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to get it. Here Shabbat, I'm abstaining from work. You see that everything is coming here. So therefore, what would they be rejoicing on? They would rejoice on the opportunity, first of all, that they got to show that everything comes from above. They rejoice on the fact that actually HaKadosh Baruch Hu Zanu Mefarnes Lakol, that he gave him that share. The same thing is like the man. When the man used to fall every single day at a certain measurement, and on Friday it would fall twice for Shabbat. There's no difference between sitting in your tent and waiting for it to double on Shabbat, or for Shabbat, than to actually today sit down and celebrate the food, which is the Shabbat meal. The meals that we make for Shabbat are not really for your body. The more food for the spirit. We're able to take the food, symbolizing, taking the materialistic, and dedicating it, and bringing it and elevating it to a level of man, of lechem min hashamayim, bread from above. How do we do that? By acknowledging, by saying, this is the seudah of that. I'm just joining into that. This is a great hint for the Shabbat. That a person must be sameach b'shulchan. Why? Because ne'ena, you're enjoying mishulchano shel gavoh. It's like Avdil, when we had korbanot. When you bring certain type of korbanot, you will get something also back in return from HaKadosh. Like olot, right? When we talk about chagiga, the true simcha came because HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in a way, gave us an opportunity to share a certain korban with Him. When we do the shlamim of the Chag, when comes on the holidays we bring, so the simcha is that. And simcha ena bebasar v'yayin. Basar, not just eating meat of the korban that we get. Why? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives it to you. Today that we don't have it, how could we celebrate the simcha? Only on Shabbat meal. So it's very important to rejoice and to be very happy and to appreciate that you're sitting down on your Shabbat. Again, look at your Shabbat meal. Look at the blessing that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you. Not only in your food, that you have a roof over your head, you have your wife and your children. This is a tremendous point of focus in the day. You put your day, Shabbat, to realize why are you doing things. You're doing things for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There's a purpose. It's your wife, it's your kids. You're not just doing things for haphazardly because, I don't know why I'm doing this or for different reasons. This is why it's been done. Therefore, a person should rejoice, be happy. Never have anger on your Shabbat table. Always rejoice. And not only that, never associate food with anger. Sit around the table with your kids, you start hollering at them, correct them, sit like this, sit like that, put your hands here. Make it more of a pleasant thing. Why? Because after all, it's not your food, it's the food of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. As At Hashem, we should rejoice in what HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us, and as much as we get to rejoice in Shabbat, as Hashem will rejoice in Korbanot, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will allow us to bring Shabbat Shalom.